Just talk a little about, the vibe, right? You come in here, it's a little different than the last few years when you add a Bueller and you add a Crochet and you add a Chapman, now you add a Bregman. What's it been like this last week or two watching this come together?
It's been great. I've been here in Fort Myers for about a week now. It's good to be back with the boys. Obviously getting to know a bunch of new faces, but that's the time of the year it is. Day one of camp for everyone today, so even more new faces coming in, but excited to work with them all and start to get this thing going.
Some of these new faces have pretty impressive resume. Bregman wins a couple of World Series championships. The expectations kind of being cranked up a little here, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we all want. We all want expectations high because we all have high expectations for ourselves to go out there and win and perform at the ability that we all know that we have. It's just about putting all the pieces together at the right time.
You had a chance to talk to Walker, Garrett much, getting to know them?
Yeah, I've been talking to him the whole time, getting to know each other well in this first week, kind of talking through pitching viewpoints, kind of how they go about things. Even though we throw a little bit different, all three of us, can always pick their brains about different feels, different ways to execute pitches and just kind of working through at bats. So I'll pick their brain now and throughout the whole season.
This time last year, you were trying to make the rotation, and I know you never take anything for granted. You're always fighting for your place in this game, but how good does it feel having shown you can answer the bell and do those 30-plus starts?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great first step. The job's not done by any means. I know that last year was a great step forward in terms of my growth as a player, new career highs and everything, and I hope to do that again this year. Ended on a little bit sour of note. Wish I could have finished stronger, but to say that I had a good year last year, finished all the way through, got the 30 starts was a great feat.
How do you see this rotation in terms of fitting in the all of baseball with Lucas back and the additions that you were made? Do you guys feel like you can be one of the top pitching groups as a whole?
Yeah, I think everyone in the rotation has the ability to go out there and make 30-plus starts, 170, 180, 190, hopefully 200 innings for a lot of us. A lot of competitors in here that will go out there and take the ball every fifth day and leave it all out there, and that's all you can ever ask for.
Presence of some of these guys, like he was saying, with Alex coming in and Walker with the championship experience, what can you learn from some of those guys in terms of trying to get to the playoffs and maybe even, make a run?
Yeah, you live, through experiences, and that's what we're trying to shoot for. I remember being in 21, being 2 games away from the World Series. That was a great learning lesson for me. I learned how to, pitch through whatever is going on physically or mentally and just keep going and leaving it all out there for the team. So with their mindsets coming in, I'm excited to have them help mold our young minds, especially Bregman on the hitting side and, Bueller and everyone coming in on the pitching side.
Kind of as TC was saying, how much does just having basically have 3 veterans in the rotation now, including Lucas, now, how much will that kind of help you guys, the rest of you guys?
I think, you look at guys that, we brought in have a lot of durability, a lot of bigger individuals that are going to stand out whenever you see them in person. But I think that's what you need to be able to last through an entire season. You need to be big, strong, and it just shows how much work you put in during the off season.
Talked about you sort of checking those boxes as getting through a full season as a starter. Cutter did the same thing. Brian Bayo, you've got this sort of young core now in the middle of that rotation. How good does it feel to see not just you, but this whole group come together?
Yeah, I mean, you got 3 guys that came through our minor league system that developed into big league starters, and I like to think that we all stepped up and filled roles whenever we had to last year, and we always kept each other humble and competitive at the same time. If Cutter went out there and did a good job, I want to go out there and match it and do better. So having some veterans and getting in on the game will be even better.
Getting Garrett back, kind of one of the quiet stories here is that he's healthy and ready to go. And what does he mean to this team?
Yeah, I think having his presence in the bullpen will be huge. I think if you look back to 21 and how dominant he was in that role, I'm excited to see him go out there and to do his job. I know he wants to be out there more than anyone. So to be a year out for him and getting back out on the diamond, it'll be good to see.
What about the addition of Chapman to that bullpen?
Yeah, it just adds another veteran presence in our bullpen, especially left-handed. We're a little right-handed dominant in the pen, but that's okay. I think adding a guy like Chapman with a big velo, nasty split, I mean, it'll definitely be a very big presence down there.
You don't try to match his velo. Like, you don't watch him and say, I got to do that.
I don't try and match anything he does because big velo, big weight room. I mean, the guy works incredibly hard as he walks in behind and just dripping in sweat. I mean, the guy is a true athlete, and he's built like a truck.